All right, beautiful people, welcome back to the update and welcome back to today information. We are still expecting disbursement. We are still expecting disbursement. Let the authority do the needful. Let them do the needful because the subscribers cannot be a victim of casualty. Okay, so I want you to pay attention, listen very carefully, and read in between the line because this is the truth and nothing else. As you listen, make sure you subscribe and also share this piece of information so that other people can also be informed, can take advantage of it. Don't forget that the comment section is open. Air your view. Let's have a robust discussion in the comment section. Have a great day and bye for now.
All right, I'm here this afternoon with a different mindset, and that is when expectation runs high and promises linger in the air, silence becomes more than just the absence of sound. It becomes a deafening roar. We were led to believe that the long-awaited disbursement would finally take place on the 17th of March. When that date came and went without a trace, we were reassured that the 20th would mark the beginning of a new dawn. Yet, here we stand, grasping at whispers and shadows, as silence looms over us like a relentless storm. But what does this silence truly mean? Is it a sign of something that is great brewing behind the scene to happen? Or have we been strung along a path of empty promises? The stakes are higher than ever, and the consequences of this silence could echo far beyond what we could imagine. Follow me. This uncertainty is beginning to deep with each passing day, and speculations beginning to fill the void that is left by the lack of communication. One moment we were told that the CBN Pioneers NGO's account has been uploaded for payment. This came up just a couple of days ago. And that once this is finalized, disbursement would swiftly follow. It sounds promising, doesn't it? Yet how reliable is this information when concrete evidences remains quite so elusive? Is it merely a tactic to keep one's hopes alive while reality tells a different story? Adding to the current perplexities, we hear that the IMF supposedly returned last night. That's the latest of the information I got. But a statement which contradicts the previous update from OSIM, who had really already informed us that the IMF had returned some time ago. Now, why is these inconsistencies in the grand ecosystem? Could it be that someone somewhere is deliberately manipulating the narrative or fanning the ember of disruptions? Or is there an unseen power struggle unfolding right before our very eyes? We're made to believe that the IMF's return would serve as the final push that is needed to initiate this long-awaited disbursement. It was said to be the signal, the green light that will finally break the chains holding us back. Yet, despite their supposed arrival, there remains an airy stillness. What could be the bone of contention now? What factor, and I repeat again, what factor, and I repeat again, what factor is preventing progress when the stage seems set and ready? Is silence the answer? Could it be that the internal forces are waging a silent war behind closed doors? Are they fighting for control? Are they fighting for power? Or are they fighting for influence over the funds? Or perhaps new obstacles have emerged again that is threatening to derail the entire process? The truth is still remaining so shrouded. And this is leaving us in a state of relentless anticipation because everyone is set to hear what goes on. What is the problem? Are there principalities? Are there forces behind the scene that don't want people to laugh? Are there people that are out there wanting to impoverish the country the more? Where's the body coming from? One thing is certain. The silence is not without consequences. When silence goes too long, it could mean an affirmation. There is this scripture in the Psalms that says, the rod of the wicked would not rest on the lot of the righteous. People are prone to quote this scripture, but it's not complete. If you just say the rod of the wicked will not rest on the lot of the righteous, it's an incomplete verse. The B part of that verse says, else the righteous would put his hands into iniquity. May I remind you, or possibly in case you don't know, what does iniquity mean? This is the last language of judgment. But the Bible said, I will tell them, depart from me, ye that works iniquity. So what is iniquity? That will prompt the righteous to put forth his hands into iniquity. Iniquity is what you know to be wrong, but you go headlong to perform it or to do it all the same. Now James put it this way, said, he that knows what is right to do and does not do it, to him it has become a sin. Did you just hear that? Now the rod of the wicked would not rest on the lot of the righteous, else the righteous would be prompted to put, take note of that. It didn't say the wicked, it didn't say the sinner, it said the righteous. In other words, the longer it takes for justices to be brought to view or glare, the more it becomes too difficult for you to reach a compromise. And that is the stage where we are right now. Hearts are beginning to wane. Confidences are beginning to be assassinated. The rod of the wicked are beginning to rest on lots. They're resting on lots of the righteous. Don't let the righteous begin to misbehave or begin to do certain things unbecoming of a Christian. No. And I think we need to look at this. Too long a silence has consequences. I want to appreciate Osim. Osim, you are well appreciated. Madam Ngozi Israel, I want to appreciate you. You're well appreciated. Forget about the fact that certain information were given and the time looks, or it appears like those times were missing. The fact that you put your chest out in the midst of all of this uncertainty, when other voices have gone silent, but you kept speaking and talking to the people, you deserve an accolade. Forget about the inconsistencies in dates. I don't look at things in that perspective. The fact that you had the mind to tell us what is going on the inside. You told us what you knew. Yes, event that happened, right. Some of them had been overtaken by event. But the fact that you were bold enough to tell us what some people are not telling us, you deserve a praise. You deserve an accolade. All I just want to tell you is that don't let anything disturb you. Because much more than one individual who doesn't want to disseminate information, other persons are looking for one. Other people are looking for they are looking for how to get better within this grand ecosystem. The ecosystem houses a lot of personalities and characters. But you see, if you have one person that is still standing and others have gone to sleep, let us clap for that person and pray for that person so that they can do the right thing and serve us right. Too long silence can't be without consequence. Hope deferred, make the heart sick. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. There are people whose heart are strong within them. No matter how long it takes, somebody like me, I'm not shaking. But I can't say because of that, there are those whose hearts are shaking. Yes. One of the reasons why God did not take the children of Israel through the ways of the Philistines and took them through the route of the Red Sea was certain because it said so that they would not see war immediately they come out of Egypt and their heart fails within them and they return back to where he took them from. So he had to take them through another detour. That is one of the reasons. The other one was to prove them, to see what was in their hearts. Else, the promised land was just some days, maybe 9 to 10 days walk down to the promised land from Egypt. But God had to take them through the longer route. That's another reason, to prove them, to see what was in their hearts. But my emphasis was that God cares for the feelings of the people, so that as they come out of Egypt under that glory, that euphoria, that happiness, then they jam the Philistine wall and their heart begins to fail and they say, what's benefit? Let's get back to where we're coming from. God had to shake them from there. He wasn't silent about it. Too long a silence has consequences. Too long a silence is without consequence. It's not without consequence. Beg your pardon. It's not without consequence. Hope fades. Trust wanes. And frustrations are beginning to take root. People who have waited with unwavering faith are now caught in the whirlwind of confusion, seeking answers that no one seems willing to give. Grand ecosystem, I hail thee. Grand ecosystem. Grand ecosystem. Grand ecosystem, I hail thee. Powers, forces, principalities and powers. The kingdom of Perseus, the hemispheric powers. In times like this, we must demand transparency and accountability from those in charge. Those in charge. The promises made cannot be left hanging in the air, appearing to be devoid of fulfillment. It can't be left hanging in the air. People are tired. People are getting frustrated by the day. Those who give them information, they are at the edge, receiving bashes and lashes, tongue lashing and ear pulling, nose jacking, ear drawing, just because people are tired. You can't blame them. 7 years, 8 years, you think everybody will be Abraham? The Bible said Abraham staggered not at the promise of God through unbelief. Yet as the day keeps going, he was waxing stronger. Everybody can be Abraham. His own case was special or peculiar. There are those with weak faith. God understands that. There are those with about to faith. And there are those with pertinent, undeniable faith. Their faith is strong, very strong. We all have different levels of tolerances. And God understands this. He keeps all of these situations in these classes. I said, I won't give you a problem too bigger than you can carry. Even in that middle of that very crisis, I, the Lord, would supply a way of escape so that it doesn't drown you. Then someone will sit out there, no information about what is going on. People invested into the scheme. They invested their funds, some in thousands, some in millions. And 7 years down the line, it appears like no future in sight. No message, no communication, just errant, noticeable silence. It's not without consequences. This came to the point where we need to push for transparency, accountability. What is happening? Talk to us. Say something. If the country director of the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation could hear this, you are a man of God. I respect that. But talk to your people. This deafening silence is killing some other persons. I'm not saying reveal whatever goes on the inside, but address the people. They want to hear your voice. I'm not saying classified information should be spilled. No, I'm not a proponent of that. But I say, people want to hear you. At some point, do you know, scripturally speaking, that Jesus Christ by himself had to ask his disciples, because he wanted to know what they were thinking, what they were saying about him. And he asked his own disciples, say, what do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? And some of them say, some were calling you Elijah. Some say, thou art this and that and all that. They were profiling this and that. What were the people calling him? What were they thinking about him? Then when possibly they gave their different variant responses, then Jesus had to turn to his own disciples and say, what do you say that I, the Son of Man, am? The rest is history. It was only Peter that had revelation to tell him the truth, who he was. But then my emphasis is that he came to talk. He came to ask questions. He wasn't silent about that. And you leave people to think anyhow, they say anyhow. Allow them to think anyhow, they talk anyhow. You wouldn't blame them, you wouldn't blame nobody. I appeal to the county director. Address the people. They want to hear your voice. Tell them something. This is March. Please, tell them something. Those that are feeding us with the information, when they become when they appear inconsistent because of silence, you wouldn't blame them. They're trying their best. They're saying something. It appears now they are the victim. It appears like now they are the victim. Some are praising them, but majority are castigating them. You need to know what they talk about them in social media. Promise and fail, name labeling, name calling. They've forgotten that there is an organ that is not talking. But this one talks just because they want to just get you in the mood of something. Why you expect humanity forget? Please, please. We seek for answers. People have waited with faith. They have waited with faith. People have waited with attention, rapt attention. People have waited and they're beginning to dwindle in hope. Their confidences are beginning to get wearied. Say something. You know something, say something. We would continue to dig deeper and uncover the truth behind this enigmatic silence. The silence is enigmatic. We will continue to dig deeper into what actually is happening at the backside of the divide. Don't let the voice of the critics begin to say, we said it, we talked about it, that day would come and go and nothing would take place. Now you've given them the voice, you give them the platform to speak derogatorily against the office. You say, well, after all, I didn't talk about it. If the country director finally had to speak, say, well, did I give you date? Did I tell you that 17th you'll be paid? Did I tell you that 20th you'll be paid? But some of these people that are talking on the behalf of Sanctuary Wealth, the likes of Osim, the likes of Mother Mungos Israel, they claim allegiance and they claim proximity, they claim a partnership with you. They claim partnership with you. So inadvertently, it appears like you're talking, they're talking. You're not talking, but you're talking. Please, don't give the naysayers words. Don't give the naysayers voice. On social media spaces, don't give them voices. Say something that they might know that there is something on the inside that is happening. If there is nothing happening, tell us too, so that people can rest cases on this. Tell us so that people can relax. They can go about their dailies, their normals, and forget about anything called grant within this ecosystem. Let them have a life. They will cry. They just mourn the situation for a couple of days and they are good to go. Life continues. But if there is still a promise in the line and there is a silence mitigated with it, then it is going to be killing. Say something. Operation Say Something. It has to be an hashtag. Operation Say Something. Hashtag Operation the County Director of UAAG Say Something. Hashtag the County Director of UAAG Say Something. It has to be. And it's very important. All right, to be drawing the curtain for this afternoon commentary, just have to do this because I myself am not finding it funny, especially on the behalf of others. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Princess's channel. Yes, subscribe to our channel, Princess's, for more updates and insightful revelations on this matter of disbursement. What do you think is going on? You possibly could share your thoughts in the comment section. Your voice matters. I want to appeal to us again. Why the comment section is being regulated is just because of our hearts. It's because of our hearts. We all don't think the same way. We don't talk the same way. It's just in a bid for us to control the civility of our people. We understand our pain. We understand what we pass through. But then we just have to, by discipline, regulate this so that we can still be in the same perspective. We're stakeholders in this together. So that was not a sense of vindictiveness, not to allow you air your view. No, no, no. It's just for us to regulate some views and regulate some ways that we also behave and all that so that we can all be on the same page. Thank you very much.